Hello and welcome to this coaching session. Alright, so today we're gonna be reviewing a Taric's game, Liu Li Xijaz. Alright, so first of all we're gonna review the OPGG, right? So you're playing Taric, you're really good at Taric, you're Taric one trick, that's really nice, right? Let's see the tier graph. You were consistently climbing until Platinum 2, right? So currently Platinum 2 is your peak, right? You went literally from gold 2 to platinum 2. Most likely this is not your first account, right? And yeah, you're playing quite a bit of Taric. You're finding high success with it. So, I mean, just continue playing Taric and it's gonna be fine. I assume that you didn't play these champions and this account is bot because, yeah, the, you didn't play like any other season in your platinum 2. So, my assumption is that it's bot, right? And yeah, let's see. So you have 64% win rate on Taric, that's really nice. And you should continue playing Taric. That's about it for OPGG because you didn't play other champions like other cheat seasons, right? Like season 9, nothing else. So based on this data, just continue playing Taric. I mean, you're doing great on it, so why stop at something that you're great at, right? Okay, so let's see the game. Alright. So most likely they're gonna go for invade. Let's just see it from one side real quick. And that ward is not necessary, it doesn't provide any value, and I would recommend placing that ward at any reason whatsoever, right? And yeah, it's no point warding because it's Kayn, right? Like this ward won't provide any value, and if you want to actually go ward, you can ward right here, right? But ward right here would be really risky, and that's why you would need to invade with entire team, and then a skirmish is gonna occur, and yeah, level 1 doesn't go too well. So instead, what I would recommend you doing is not placing a ward at all. Save a ward for later on, right? You can save it for laning phase, you can save it for anything else, right? Because this ward won't provide any value, right? Okay, awesome. So you already see the first mistake from minute 1. And then you recall, you go sweepers, right? Yeah, you go sweepers. A lot of junglers do that, so it's fine. Okay, pathing mistake. There's no point pathing through here, right? And you're sweeping for level 2, right? For level 1, right? And you don't mean level 1, right? You're against Nautilus and Ashe, right? So tell me, how are you gonna win level 1 while pathing through here? You're not gonna win level 1, right? So you shouldn't be even pathing through here because Ashe is way stronger AD carry than the Ezreal, right? So you should be pathing the safe path, right? Because you don't want to get all in by the Nautilus and don't want to get zoned out. So you're putting yourself in disadvantage for no reason, and there was no point actually using the sweepers right here as well. Okay. So yeah, you got punished for that. Ezreal had to waste flash just because of your mispositioning, right? If you positioned yourself through here, automatically it would be a perfect setup. Plus, you're setting up a gank for a Shaco, but the Shaco can't actually gank at level 2, plus he has no red buff, and you're wasting the jungler's time as well by doing these kind of plays, right? So the only way this is gonna work out, if enemy team gonna actually like hard commit on you, and they actually gonna misplay, and yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen. The only way this is going bad is if enemy team misplays. And of course, that's what we do. Ashe decides to flash in for the kill, Nautilus escaped with like, oh no, never mind, Nautilus gonna die. So you're already putting yourself in disadvantage from level 1, right? So, okay, Ashe, fine. It's fine. So you already put yourself in disadvantage by forcing Ezreal to base flash by positioning like this, right? And yeah, you're already putting your entire team into disadvantage. And look how much time Shaco is wasting bot side. So even for that you got kills and you got like 1 for 1, it's still not worth because of how much you're actually gonna lose for this, right? So that's a huge mistake from your side, and you already basically lost the game just like that. Right, so then, okay, almost got a kill. Now you're gonna push the lane in. You can die the Ashe, right? Ashe is really no health. The bot lane is actually fine, but the jungle is already screwed up, right? So Kayn already has priority on the Shaco. He already took his entire jungle probably, right? Most likely. Because he was spending so much time bot side, right? And your jungler has level 2 at minute 3 just because of you setting up this gank. Plus you can't dive at Ashe, so you can't actually deny all any minions, and you're putting your team into disadvantage, plus you're level 1 at minute 3. So you're just screwing yourself and you're screwing your allies, right? Okay, awesome. So right now let's continue. I mean, nothing going on here. Yep, you're just gonna tank that hook. That's good, well played. Gonna kill the Ashe, and you're gonna kill a Nautilus. Yeah, that's obvious. Well played to you. If you didn't tank the hook, nothing would happen, right? And then this play wouldn't happen. So right now you're in perfect position, not because of you impacting this, because of enemies misplaying, right? So the moment you were standing on top of Ezreal, he should never go for a hook, and automatically you should never go for that play at the first place, right? Because you already positioned yourself correctly. So you're just basically getting rewarded for enemy team misplays, and you're not the one who's impacting the map, right? So it's fine. Little action top, this is fine. Doesn't matter that much, right? It's okay. Alright, just chilling, get level 3, he goes for a hook, he misses hook, you can punish, alright? So right here, the moment the Nautilus misses the hook, you can go in, right? Because there's no way of him punishing you again, right? But the problem is with Ezreal, I hate playing against like with Ezreals. They're so weak early, right? Even though he's 2-0, he still only has a tier. So he doesn't have any damage items right now. So automatically you can't play the game basically as a Taric. So it's really annoying, but nothing you can do about it. So I'm gonna be coughing a little bit because I'm a tiny bit sick, but yeah. Anyway, let's continue. So right here, that's perfect. Okay, it's fine. Good. That exhaust was a little bit arrogant, but it's okay. It's a really nice turn. Oh, you committed too much. You could have backed off, right? So right here, you made a little misplay, like mechanical misplay, right? Of course, that's fine. You're focusing AD carry, right? You're focusing on Nautilus because you can't auto-attack AD carry. This is fine. Right here, Nautilus doesn't have flash, doesn't have ignite, doesn't have anything. There's no point for you to actually commit. You just ignite him and let the Ezreal to finish the job, right? That's it, and you back off. That way, you're gonna be the Ashe gonna be forced to chase you, or she's gonna back off, and you're gonna trade one for one, or I mean one for nothing, or 1 for 2, right? If Ashe commits on you, right? So this is a win-win scenario, but because you committed right here, automatically you're putting yourself in disadvantage, and then yeah, that ignite was not necessary on the Nautilus because it was quite a bit of burst from the Ezreal's W and Q, right? So there was no point using ignite on the Nautilus. Instead, you could have ignited the Ashe, and then Ashe would have died with Nautilus as well, right? So yeah, now you're just gonna die for free, and Ashe not gonna die as well. Alright, so this is fine. So far, we can see a little bit of misplays, but in general, you're still in good position, right? You still have like 3-0-1, right? AD carry, you're doing great, you're doing better than enemy support, right? Another thing that you need to do each time you can go for roams on mid, right? So that's what you're doing. That's really nice job by you. You should always look for roams mid whenever you can as a support, right? To influence the map even more. Okay, after that you came back to the lane. There's still level 4, be careful of that. You're still level 4 because of what happened earlier, right? Okay, you found pink ward, that's fine. You know that the Shaco is here. You know that Katarina is missing. So this is most likely gonna be a dragon fight, yep. And Katarina is missing. This is really good for you. This is really, really well played by you. And I already know, no matter how this is gonna play out, it's gonna be on like an advantage to you, right? Because you're the one who's having prior in this team fight. You have a positional advantage, and you have a Vladimir who's coming in to help, and you have a Ezreal. Automatically we are only 3 and you're 4, right? So automatically you're gonna win this. So this is a really nice force by you. Sadly you're level 4. If you were level 6, imagine how much more impact you could do in this team fight, and it would be even more one-sided. But because of what happened early game, it's like a butterfly effect, right? One bad thing leads to another bad thing. Well, that another bad thing leads to another bad thing, right? So automatically one bad decision in early game leads to this, right? Because you're falling back in levels, right? So right now you're basically gonna die for it, but it's okay. Oh, you flashed. That's actually fine. Okay, Sheko died. It's fine. Ooh, Vladimir misplayed a lot. Should be still dead, yep. So this is still good, right? Katarina doesn't have any cooldown, so she's gonna die too. Is she? It's actually not going too well. Alright. Well, the execution wasn't the best. Like, Vladimir missed everything, the flash combo, but oh well, what can you do, right? You can't influence anything about that. At least Vladimir got a kill and he's gonna be a late game carry, right? So that's really good. And you're still level 4 at minute 8, that's quite bad, right? So yeah, it's because of the early decisions you haven't made. Okay, awesome, so you just push in the lane, it's fine. Staying with Eddie carry. Recall together. A lot of supports don't take consideration that the recall timings are really important. Each time when your AD carry is recalling, you either go roam mid if you don't have any gold to spend, right? For example, at this moment you have 800 gold, so automatically you're gonna be actually going for recall, right? But in a lot of scenarios you can actually roam mid and you can influence mid lane, like you can get some summoners, you can get some health advantage, you can get something for it if you don't have anything to buy. But at this point, recalling is a good option, and you should always time your recall timings with your AD carry, so that's really important. Alright, awesome. Alright, that's random R by Ezreal, or what? Yeah, that was quite random, but okay. You could have R top instead or anything else, but... Okay, Katarina dies, kills everyone. Oh my god, this kata. Oh, and Ashe arrow. Alright, Ashe doesn't have arrow right now, you can go all in. Oh, never mind, Ezreal doesn't have R as well, so... Both of AD carries use the globals, so feels bad. Ashe and Nautilus is mid. That's huge. So right now you can just shove in, right? Or free, no problem. Vladimir misplayed again. This Vladimir is misplaying every single ability. Why is he playing Vladimir? It's so confusing. So you push mid right now, and Vladimir is pinging you, but it wasn't your fault, trust me. Alright, so Kayn and the bot lane is coming bot right now, so you need to be careful of that, because you saw that the Kayn was mid, and automatically he's most likely gonna be half bot right now, so you need to get vision, and you need to warn your AD carry about it, right? Because, I mean, I know you're same division and your AD carry, but sadly, oh, that's nice. A dubstep ignite, let's go. It's nice. Alright, so either way, let's continue. Alright, awesome. Right now, it's fine. It's nice, it's fine. You're doing great bot lane. Ashe pressed R button. You're gonna press R as well. R for R, that's great. You denied all the burst damage with your R. It's a nice R usage, really well played by your side, utilizing your R at its best, right? So the Kayn is top side, Katarina is missing, so Katarina might be bot side. So you need to be careful of that, and you need to warn your AD carry about it. And as you can see, you're not pinging your AD. Oh, never mind. Katarina is back, all good. Always ping your AD carry, because your AD carry is focusing on the CS, and you're literally the eyes of the team, right? Okay, awesome. So you tank a hook, Nautilus dies. Okay, Nautilus doesn't die. That's just disgusting how your AD carry didn't do anything about it. Like, he's not even auto-attacking back. Oh my god. Like, look how much your AD carry misplayed. Like, that's why I would recommend as a support duo with AD carry. Like, look, you tanked the hook for him. He's still not auto-attacking. You're literally tanking the Ashe. He's still not auto-attacking. You're going for a stun. Now he finally started to auto-attack. Alright. So he flashes away. And then instead of Ezreal Eing in forward, because utilizing that the Ashe doesn't have any cooldowns and he can win 1v1 and he's focusing the support, plus the support can sustain himself with a Q, right, with the heals. Why the hell Ezreal, instead of Eing here, didn't E forward? So that's a huge misplay by the Ezreal, and nothing you could do about it. Like, you literally played everything perfectly as a support, And right now you're even stalling. And look at him. Look. What is this? What is this? Like, this AD carry is so terrible. And look, he's just letting the Ashe run him down. Just like that. Like, no problem whatsoever. He's not even queuing. He's not even using the abilities on Ashe. He's literally just trying to run away from an Ashe, which every auto attack slows him down. Like, that was just terrible execution from an AD carry and nothing you can do about it. I would tilt so much if I were you in this scenario. Like, you played it so perfectly and he just misplayed everything. Either way, okay, they're gonna go for mid again, right? Oh, you didn't go for mid, you're going for dragon. That's good. Alright, so you go dragon, play dragon, well played by you. By the way, whoever gets Dragon Soul wins 90% of the games, so always be careful of that, right? Always try to deny as many dragons as a support as possible. How can you do that? So you need to ward the dragon, you need to pink ward the dragon, you need to clean the vision as much as possible, you need to make sure that the dragon is secure, right? Okay, so it's fine, doesn't matter that much. Okay, so your Ezreal is just chilling, it's fine. He gets hooked. I don't get a stun on Ashe, but it's okay, it doesn't matter that much. You are in, that's good, it's really good R. I mean, it could be a little bit faster, but in general it's fine, right? And then you back off, it's good. Your R basically makes him back off and not commit anymore. Because you don't win that, Shaco is kinda low, he doesn't have any way to gap close, and he's AD, not AP, so he's kinda hard to influence and yank with. Alright, and he's 5-2, so he's doing not that bad. This game is going pretty well, at least mid and bot side, right? But top lane is not doing too bright. Yeah, you lost a turret. You couldn't influence that either. You could have pinged, but that's about it. Alright. Finally some aggression from Ezreal. Let's go. And he baits you in. That's nice. He's gonna die too, by the way. This Ezreal is just a walking nightmare, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. Like, look, how do you lose at this stage? Tell me. You have Flash, you have Ignite. How does this Ezreal not manage to kill 400 health Ashe, which doesn't have heal, which doesn't have R, which doesn't have anything? How? Oh, okay, the R just went in. Look how your Ezreal is kiting. Look, like, holy shit, he's a terrible AD carry. Look, he goes in, you do everything correctly, right? You're body blocking the Nautilus. Instead of him kiting forward, right? Kiting forward and auto-attacking the Ashe, he decides it's a good way to run away and leave you to die when you're full health. What the hell? Look, 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 look. He's just running. He's not even auto-attacking. Now he decides to auto-attack the freaking Nautilus for no reason, and he's running away again. Alright, so he's just waiting for the Ashe shield to go in, to come back, and then he's gonna go in, or I don't know what he's up to. Alright, Ashe shield is a backup. Now she's gonna heal and she's gonna die. I'm really surprised that you're not question marking this AD carry. I would question mark him like every second, how he's playing. You literally set up everything so perfectly for him, and he just runs it down like it's no other. Like, how is that possible? It's a freaking disaster. I mean, the top lane is losing as well, but holy shit, it's AD carry. And you're level 7 because of what happened early game and then what your AD carry did. Like, you couldn't do anything about it. You set it up the place correctly, you did everything correctly, but it didn't go your way, so nothing you can do about it. Okay, Renekton's overstepping, you're gonna kill him. Nice, good job by you. Yeah, Renekton is kinda strong, but should be free kill. Come on, guys. Kill him. Put him down. Hey, got him. Alright. Vladimir. Make clearing, it's fine. Right, it's fine. Ezreal. Ezreal, meanwhile, split pushing bot as an AD carry. As a squishy AD carry, split pushing bot. Wait, what is he up to? Like, how did he even get to this scenario? Right, so Kayn is here. How did he even get to this scenario? Like, how is he so bad? Oh my god, he doesn't even utilize his E. He just dies in seconds. Ah, this AD carry! You did so good and he's so bad. Either way, it doesn't matter. Alright, so you're just staying mid, that's fine. You can't go for vision because you don't see everyone on the map. You see 4 members, but still can't go for vision because you don't have prior, right? You're just chilling, defending the turrets, it's fine. Shake almost killed the Kayn, it's fine. And Shake was playing really well, but sadly, top doesn't have prior, bot doesn't have prior due to your AD carry. And yeah, like, your mid laner is just trolling so much. Alright, nice save again. Need some levels. Level 8 at 70 minutes is kinda bad. Oh, and Shaco kills the... What happened? How did the Shaco kill the... Oh my god, how did Kata die? Right? I'm really curious what happened. Okay, so his cooldowns are back up. Okay, so he played around his cooldowns really well. Oh my god, this... right. So this Katarina literally face checked him. So the Shaco was doing really well. He's level 12. Did you see that? By just getting 2 kills, he got like 2 levels. That's so sick, right? He was level 10 and Kayn was level 12 because he was so behind in the CS, right? But because the Shaco got 2 kills right now, he got experience from his 2 kills and automatically he's level 12 as well right now. So enemy team is throwing and you can actually come back to this game. And Taric scales so well into late game, it's so insane. Plus you have Nasus and Vladimir, so your late game is just so powerful, right? Okay, and then Shaco actually gets caught. Oh, that's so bad. For the dragon as well. We already talked how important the dragons are. That's so sad. That's so sad, but it's okay, nothing you can do about it. Alright, it's fine. You're just chilling, you can't go for vision, you can't go for anything. Okay, it's fine. We get heralds, you get some vision, you need to put defensive wards with put R, you kill Renekton, you run everyone down, you're going for Baron right now, right? I don't know what Vladimir is doing bot side, but you could do Baron, right? So right here you could do Baron, no problem, right? You 2 of enemy team down, right? If we try to force on you, we don't have ultimates, only Kayn has ultimate, right? It would be so good for you, but Vladimir decides, nah, I don't want Baron, let's just back off, let's just chill. Yeah, that's really terrible decision by your mid laner. So you can see a lot of misplays from your allies as well. Alright. So you recall. And your recall timings are so good, you're always matching your recalls with AD carry. It's really important, especially in the laning phase, right? Alright, it's fine. Alright. Iceborne is actually not too bad in this game because enemy team is heavy AD. Enemy team is doing Baron, no one is gonna match with Baron, so you shouldn't be here, you're wasting your time. Like, so instead of being here, you need to start placing the wards, right? You need to place ward here, right? You need to place ward here, you need to place ward here. You need to place defensive wards because you can't contest the Baron because your jungler is down. You can't contest the Baron because you're top down. You can't contest the Baron because there's no one else to help you contest it, right? So there's no point for you being in here. So always try to use your time efficiently, right? So right here, you're basically just wasting your time, right? Nothing else you can do about it. So you should just go and influence the map in other ways, right? So the best way would be just warding the jungle, right? Preparing for the Baron, right? Because you can see a lot of allies gonna get caught in the jungle when the Baron buff gonna be in enemy team's hands, right? So your goal as a support is to get as much vision control as possible in your jungle. Enemy team's support goal is to deny as much vision as possible, right? So you need to place wards right now, and there's no point contesting the Baron, there's no point for you being here, and there's no point for you trying to steal the Baron with like Flash E or something like that, because that's not consistent, right? If you want to climb, you need to be consistent. Right, so right now you're just, yep, you literally just did what I said. which is really inconsistent because it's gonna happen like once in like, I don't know, 100 games probably. So it's really inconsistent, plus you're giving away free inhib, plus you're putting your team into disadvantage, and right now you're throwing the game by just doing that, because look what's gonna happen. Enemy team has a support and you're dead, right? So automatically you're forcing, oh my god, that W was so random. So that was really big misplay from your side. Even if it seems so little, but right here you lost the game probably. By flashing in and denying a team your ultimate while your team is already winning 4v5 when they have Baron buff, is literally single-handedly losing the game. So right here, you flashing in, you just threw the game. Remember, 10k disadvantage goal doesn't matter that much because your team scales way better than enemy team, right? Enemy team is really early game based, right? So your team is so good late game, and automatically you will win the late game even if you have goal deficit, right? So this is not important. What was important is not flashing in right here, instead getting some vision in your jungle, right? So that's a huge misplay from your side, and that's why you probably lost this game. So yeah, now we killed that Nasus. Now we're getting the inhib for free. Now we're breaking the game up, and now we're making the game go faster, right? Alright, so Kata dies. Oh, never mind, lucky. One more AA. Yep. Okay, so you lost the inhib. That's huge misplay from your side. And you'd be like, oh, my team lost this inhib. No, you lost this inhib by going for that flash play on a Baron pit. So you influence the outcome of this game to negatively. And automatically, by doing that one misplay, you automatically don't deserve to win, because this is not bronze, this is not silver. You're gonna get punished for that. And you did. You got punished by losing an inhib just because you died. Right. So right now you're gonna go for a dragon fight. This is good. You always want a team fight, right? Livis, right? This is a really good team fight. You should always aim for this, because your team is in position to actually go for it. Sadly, your Vladimir is trolling because he doesn't utilize how good of an opportunity this is, and he should be the one who's engaging. Meanwhile, he's the one who's pinging back. And right now, probably one of your allies gonna die just because of his terrible ping and by his terrible calls. So you'd be like, what can I do as a support? You need to force the plays. If you know it's a good play, force it, right? Because right now, Nasus knew that it's a good play and he went for it. You knew it's a good play, Ezreal knew that it's a good play, Shaco knew that it's a good play. But because of Vladimir decided to ping back when he has zero macro knowledge, now entire team backs off and Nasus gets caught, and now you're in terrible position while you were in a positional advantage, right? And yeah, it's basically doomed. Now you no longer can fight, and now enemy team gonna siege again, and you're gonna lose another inhib. But this time, it's not your fault specifically. It was the Vladimir's fault for pinging them back, because that was such perfect opportunity to fight, right? So right now you're gonna lose another inhib, and the game is basically over, right? At this point, you're not scaling anymore, you're forcing the fights, right? You're not influencing the game as much as you could. And you're losing so much pressure and accelerating the game. Okay, so that's a nice R by Ashe. He's guiding back pretty well. 5-0 just dueled with Ashe. Literally, like, she's playing pretty okay for a Platinum player. Miss Ezreal is just a terrible player, even for his 8-4-5, but he's losing the entire game like single-handedly by losing this lane right here. Okay, so Ashe dies. Kayn should die as well. Oh, never mind. No one has healing reduction. Oh, your Ezreal actually has brains. He bought the healing reduction, but others didn't manage to do so. So Kayn is just chilling, healing for like shitloads, and yeah, it's not going well. Lost one turret as well. Oh my god, now we can backdoor you as well. The game is just going more south each minute, right? And if enemy team breaks the third inhib, 90% of the games are over at that point. So I don't know what Shaco is doing, but yeah, right here you need to force a fight no matter what. So good thing you tanked everything up, so that's really good. And now you can actually win this team fight if a Shaco was here. Oh no. That was a terrible positioning from your team, right? Look what they did. They all stacked up against a Nautilus R and against Katarina. Look, all of you got knocked up, and then Katarina had a dagger right here prepared for it. So it's just a wombo combo and the game is over. So yeah, everything again, same concept, butterfly effect. This misplay led to you losing the mid inhib, right? Another misplay from Vladimir, because he was pinging everyone back while Nasus was engaging, lost top inhib. And then right now, nothing you could do. Like literally your team is all positioned together, so you just die, right? So if you didn't lose this inhib at the start, which was your fault, right? You wouldn't lose the top inhib, because instead of top inhib, they would get mid inhib, right? And then automatically, instead of this happening, they would go for a top inhib, and then it would be different because maybe your teammate's gonna position differently and the outcome would be different, right? So you could either blame your teammates, or you can actually just be like, alright, it was my bad to go for this Baron steal, which is not consistent, and I should never go for it again, right? So you should always take into consideration that, and you shouldn't just blame your team, and you should just review your own mistakes, right? So everyone dies and the game is over right now. So yeah, that's about it for this mod review. If you have like any questions whatsoever, just DM me on Discord. I'm gonna answer all your questions that you have about the game, right? And yeah, we reviewed quite a bit here. You did a lot of misplays early game, and especially that Baron steal was a huge misplay that impacted the game a lot. Yeah, if you didn't flush for that Baron, I think you would win the team fight, and yeah, I think the game would be turned around in your side, right? But because you went for that Baron, because you didn't ward, you didn't prevent people from making plays, right? The Shaco couldn't actually go to your jungle because there was no vision control, right? The top laner is actually like, he's free turn, but he builded the healing reduction, he built the Trinity, he built magic resist. Like, he built it quite okay. I mean, I wouldn't go for MR, I would go for more armor, but in general, like, he did okay as well. Your mid laner had no macro, literally no macro. He literally didn't know what to do, and the thing is, you allowed it to happen, right? You shouldn't allow your mid laner, if he's making a bad calls, you should fix him, and you should be like, no, I don't want to go for these I don't want you to go for these calls, right? I don't want you to short call. Your short calling is terrible. I'm gonna short call differently. So you just disagree with these pings, and you just ping in, go in, because you know it's a correct option, right? And you just go in no matter what, right? Until you know it's a correct option, you don't listen to your teammates. I know it might sound arrogant, but if you want to climb, you need to see your teammates as worse players than you, right? Because if you want to be higher division, you need to be better than the players around you, right? So you need to see everyone as really, really terrible players, and you should be the one who's making the calls. Because right now, you probably would argue with me like, oh, I can't do anything because my Vladimir is pinging me back, right? I couldn't influence the game whatsoever because this Vladimir is terrible, right? You could. You should just ignore the Vladimir's pings, and you just ping in, go in, and force plays when you know that the plays are actually good and you have positional advantage. And everyone was in the correct spots. Like Vladimir had Ghost, Vladimir had Exhaust. He would just run down the AD carry just like that. No one gonna stop him. Like, who's gonna stop him? Kayn already missed all the abilities, right? Katarina can't go in. Nautilus can just R alone like Nasus, but if they use so much resources into denying the Nasus, imagine how good of an opportunity it would be for Vladimir to get like 5-man ultimate and just go in and run everyone down. But instead, he's pinging back, he doesn't want to teamfight, he doesn't want to do anything, and he just let this game go, right? And you let him do that. Instead of denying his pings, instead of going in, you listen to them. That means that you didn't deserve this win, right? Because you listened to their pings, you didn't make your own decisions, you didn't make your own calls. For example, if you saw me in like Smurf game, right? For example, I was smurfing, or in any other game, I literally constantly ping because it's a habit that I already have developed, right? So for example, if I go for a top play, I ping top, right? I ping that I'm doing it, right? You need to communicate with your team, because something as obvious as you, like, oh, we need to fight here, it's good for us, right? it's not obvious to them because you're a higher division player, you have more knowledge, you have advantage on your team, right? You literally should be the one who's making all the calls. You should be the one, even if a call actually doesn't play out your side, at least it's your call. You're the one who's influencing the game. You're the one who's making a mistake. You're the one who's deserving to lose, right? Because if you make that call, you don't deserve to win, right? That's fine. And you won't win sometimes, right? Because you made that call. But the thing is, you're learning from it, right? So if Vladimir makes that call, automatically, I mean, he's the one who's improving. He's the one who's learning from it, right? But what are you gonna learn from it? You're gonna be like, oh, this freaking Vladimir made bad call. That's it. That's all the information you're gonna be getting from it, right? Because you're not the one who made the call. You're not the one who actually influenced the outcome of the game, right? You're not learning much from these games because you're not the one who's making these mistakes, right? If it was you pinging everyone back, right, then it's you who deserves to lose, right? Because you're the one who made the call, right? And of course, automatically, you're the one who's gonna lose because that call was incorrect, right? But right now, you're giving like power to others. You're giving the power to a Vladimir who has no knowledge whatsoever to make calls because no one else is making the calls. If you start to make the calls and if the calls are actually correct, the team gonna utilize that. You're gonna be like, oh, this Vladimir call sucks, right? Each time we follow the Vladimir calls, it doesn't go well. So let's follow the Taric calls. Taric calls are always good. Like each time we follow the Taric calls, we always won, right? So we should just ignore, mute like Vladimir, or you can even tell them. I know it's kind of rude, but if you want to win, you need to be rude. You need to be like alpha, you know? So you should just mute, tell your team, your entire team, tell them to mute Vladimir pings and tell them that you're a really good player and you have really huge macro knowledge, right? You got coached by a master US player and he said that your calls are good, right? And you should make the calls, right? So automatically you should be like really arrogant and you should be literally saying his calls suck, because if you know his calls suck, you shouldn't be quiet about it. You should tell your team that his calls are bad and you should tell the team what calls are correct, right? But automatically they won't listen to you like all the time, right? You need to actually play really well. So for example, if you were 1-0-11 as a Taric, right, and you're gonna make a call, team gonna be like, wow, this Taric is so good, he's never dying, he's never getting caught, his macro knowledge is really good, right? That's what's saying from your score. We don't care about your OPGG. Like, yes, sometimes OPGG gonna matter a lot. For example, you have 63% win rate in like 113 games, so obviously you're doing something right? So team gonna utilize that as well, right? But in general, OPGG doesn't matter that much, right? So you make the calls, right? And if you have a good score, automatically you're gonna be winning, right? Because you're not making a mistake. Sometimes I know it's not possible as a support to have like really good score, but yeah, sometimes you literally need to die for your team for them to actually engage. I know, I understand that, but like 70 to 80% of the time you can actually just avoid deaths in general. Like there is some scenarios that you can't avoid it and there's no way around it, but in general you can avoid the deaths and you can make like correct calls and you can engage as a Taric and just tank as much as possible and just back off. But you're gonna die quite a bit while limit testing, because you need to limit test. If you're not gonna push yourself to a limit, you're not gonna be improving, right? If you're always gonna be passive like this Vladimir, he's not gonna be improving because he's not testing his limits out, right? Imagine if this Vladimir went 1v5 and he get bursted, like he's like, okay, that was a bad call, right? Or he goes 1v5 and he bursts everyone down, right? Then he's like, oh, that was really nice. I never knew that I can go in like 1v5 like that, right? And clean everyone up. That's really nice. I'm gonna do that more often, right? So automatically he's improving, right? But if you're not gonna play aggressive, you're not gonna be learning from your mistakes, then you're not gonna be climbing, right? You're not gonna be improving. And currently your peak is Platinum 2, right? Because you were climbing, and you stop at Platinum 2. That means that this is your peak. That means this is the division you belong at this moment, right? For example, you're gonna be reviewing this coaching session and you're gonna be reviewing the stock at the end, because the stock at the end is really important. Really important. And each time you review this WOD, always think about it. What could I do? What could I do better? What could I actually do better, right? Why didn't I make call here? Why didn't I influence the game here? Why did I flash in for a Baron? Why didn't I get vision instead? Why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do that? And then think about it. do I do this in every game? Do I have these bad habits going from game to game, or this is only one time thing, right? So you need to review your other words and be like, oh yeah, right here I did the same bad habit. That means that I need to improve on it, right? I need to influence the map more. I need to roam mid more. I need to influence the mid lane more. Oh, right here maybe I could have roamed mid top, and then I could roam mid, and then my AD carry is Ezreal. I mean, it's really hard for enemy team to dive him, for example, right? And automatically I can influence the map while my AD carry is really bad, right? Like a lot of supports, like some games, right? Supports even just ditch AD carry and go support top lane, right? Because the AD carry is so bad that we can't handle it anymore, right? And they win that game. Why is that? Because they support the top laner, they deny the top lane, enemy top lane. At the same time, we're roaming mid, we're influencing the mid, we're getting deep vision in enemy jungle, right? We're getting like vision right here, right? So the jungler can't gank top either, right? Because the support is influencing the map so much, right? So automatically, and a lot of enemy teammates, like enemy team doesn't expect support to just go top and support the top laner, right? I'm not saying it's a correct thing to do, but in drastic scenarios like this Ezreal was so bad, you can just ditch him and just go top. Like Nasus at least can farm at that time, right? Because I mean Nasus can stack for late game, and you can let him stack for late game. So that's an option as well, right? But I wouldn't recommend it because maybe Ezreal gonna rage quit and he's gonna be so mad, like butt hurted. But yeah, it's an option. You should always take into consideration these options. They're always important, right? And what else? Yeah, I think that's about it for the coaching session. Like, if you have any questions and the talk about, like, if you have any questions whatsoever, and the talk we had, like, at the end of the coaching session, so yeah, like, just let me know on my Discord, like, send me some clips and be like, what did I do wrong here? And I'm gonna be here to help you. But that's about it for this coaching session, and yeah, have a nice day.